Hi everybody, this is SAAD. I just settled in for the evening after a long and hard day, thinking that I could finally tune out and relax. It's about 9:34 p.m. But then, of course, as always happens, one is exposed to some manifestations of lunacy that caused me to return to my study and speak to you guys. Some of you may have heard that yesterday a left-wing Antifa type group, I don't know if they're Antifa type or they're exactly Antifa, but I think it's a group called Smash Racism, appeared at Tucker Carlson's home and started chanting all sorts of threatening things. Of course, it scared the hell out of Tucker's wife. Let me just read you some of the stuff that apparently were chanted. Tucker Carlson, we will fight. We know where you sleep at night. Each night you remind us that we are not safe. Tonight we remind you that you are not safe either. They also chanted, I'm reading here from the Fox News article, which I'll post in the description section, racist scumbag, leave town. And then, of course, their video was eventually released when they realized that not everyone is pleased with their antics. But it's only a matter of time. Get enough of demographic groups to put them in the majority, and then we're all cooked. But in any case, so I saw that. I was pissed off, as you might imagine, because it's unimaginable that in the United States you could have people showing up to your home and really threatening you. I mean, he's got 4 children. I don't think that he was home. His wife ended up apparently going and hiding in the pantry. This is happening in the United States. But in any case, a gentleman by the name of Matthew Iglesias, he's apparently a blogger and a journalist, and I think the editor-in-chief of Vox, wrote, I honestly cannot empathize with Tucker Carlson's wife at all. I agree that protesting at her house was tactically unwise and shouldn't be done, but I'm utterly unable to identify with her plight on any level. So this individual is unable to in any way identify with a innocent woman. I mean, not that Tucker Carlson himself is not innocent in that he shouldn't be exposed to such harassment and such threats, but this guy can't feel any empathy for this woman. And so I wrote, I retweeted, I replied, if you'd like, to his tweet. I guess this schmuck's, quote, flexible morals, because he writes that he's got flexible morals in his bio. So I guess this schmuck's flexible morals did not allow him to flexibly empathize with the plight of an innocent person who does not deserve to feel threatened, nor should Tucker Carlson either. Hey, Maddie Iglesias, could you post your home address here? And then I went away, and then I started watching Tucker. I had taped it, and Tucker's on vacation, and so it was one of his colleagues was replacing him. And then I said to myself, as I was watching the opening segment, I bet you if I go back to my Twitter feed, this maniac, this Matthew Iglesias, would have probably by now deleted his tweet because he probably realized that not enough people support his grotesque viewpoint, and he's probably getting blowback. And exactly as I would have predicted, that tweet was deleted, and I then asked people to post on my thread a screenshot that they might have of the tweet. That's what allowed me now to read it to you guys, because I can't access it otherwise. Well, it turns out that this gentleman, who's got well over 400,000 followers, right, so he certainly has a big platform, has deleted every single tweet that he's ever tweeted. So if you go to his Twitter handle, so let me just tell you what it is, at Matty, MATTY_GLESIAS, you'll see 0 tweets. So imagine what kind of coward this person is. If you truly have a strong sense of your convictions on principles, there's nothing for you to delete, right? But the playbook is always the same. Attack, harass, intimidate, and the minute that the blowback is sufficiently big that you realize that you're on the losing battle of the argument, delete, cry victim, cry collective Munchausen, hide, and it's a playbook over and over again. I've personally experienced it when people have tried to intimidate me. The difference is that when you try to intimidate me, I come after you with the alacrity of the greatest tsunami that the world has ever known. And this is what needs to happen with everyone when we're dealing with these types of intellectual terrorists, these miscreants, these cretins. Yes, that's how I'm going to pronounce the word. In French, you say crétin. It's unbelievable that this is happening. You should be indignant if you are a morally just person. It doesn't matter whether you like Tucker Carlson or not. I can fully understand that people might be on completely opposite ends of his political beliefs. But what kind of society are we where a guy can't be out of his home wondering whether masked people, I think there were something like 10 people, you know how they dress and so on, are standing outside your home threatening you and your wife and your children. It's unbelievable. The full weight of the law should fall on these true terrorists. And by the way, it doesn't have to be this extreme, right? People are intimidated in endless kinds of ways. As you know, I receive innumerable letters from students, from parents of students, from professors, all of whom are afraid of their shadows because of the environment that we've allowed to proliferate. And so if you are a person of good conscience, it doesn't matter whether you are on the right or the left. What makes a country like the United States or a country like Canada historically beautiful for people like me to escape Lebanon and come here is that we've always believed in the promise that no matter what, we can always speak our minds. And if our ideas are good, they will win. If our ideas are bad, then someone else's idea will be proven superior to ours. But we never drown out people. We never terrorize them. We never intimidate them. Leave that for other parts of the world where people like me are so proud to have escaped from to come to a place like Canada or the United States. So if you care about these issues, get off the couch and contribute to the battle. It doesn't matter if you are a person on the left. It doesn't matter if you hate Tucker Carlson. Stand for a bigger principle. It should not be the case that people should be afraid to go home because they are pundits on American television. By the way, many of you probably notice, I never show my children or my wife anywhere. Why do you think that is? Think about that. Does it make sense that in the 21st century, a professor in Canada has to take such measures? Have a good night, everyone.